You've seen it countless times. Lionel Messi scores a goal, the crowd roars, and in that split second of glory, he looks up and points to the sky. To many, it's just another celebration. But what if I told you this gesture is filled with heartbreak, love, and years of struggle? This simple act is more than just a celebration. It's a deeply personal tribute to someone who changed Messi's life forever. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll discover the touching story behind Messi's iconic skyward point. Let's take a journey back to where it all began. Before Messi became a global icon, a legend who captured the hearts of football fans worldwide, he was just a small boy with big dreams in Rosario, Argentina. Born on June 24th, 1987, Messi grew up in a modest, working-class family. Life was simple, but challenging. In the narrow streets of his neighborhood, Messi would spend hours playing football with his older brothers and friends. Even as a kid, it was clear he had something special, but talent alone wasn't enough. At just 5 years old, Messi joined the local club Grandole, coached by none other than his father, Jorge. However, there was someone else who played a pivotal role in those early years: his grandmother, Celia. Celia was Messi's biggest supporter. She believed in him when few others did, often convincing coaches to let him play with older kids. But why was her support so important? Keep watching, because this bond between Messi and Celia is at the heart of our story. Imagine being a young boy, barely tall enough to reach the goalpost, but with dreams bigger than the stadium itself. Messi's talent was undeniable, but many coaches were hesitant to let him play. Why? Because of his small size. They doubted whether he could keep up with the bigger, stronger kids on the field. But Celia, his grandmother, was relentless. She would march up to coaches and insist, "Give him a chance, you'll see what he can do." And she was right. Every time Messi was given a chance, he would leave everyone in awe with his skills. Celia would cheer the loudest, often embarrassing young Messi, with her enthusiastic support. She was there for every game, rain or shine, always believing that her grandson was destined for greatness. But then, just as Messi's dreams were beginning to take shape, tragedy struck. What happened next would change his life forever. As Messi's talent grew, so did concerns about his height. At the age of 10, he received devastating news. Doctors diagnosed him with a growth hormone deficiency. To put it simply, Messi's body wasn't producing enough growth hormones to allow him to grow normally. Without treatment, he would never reach the average height needed for professional football. Imagine hearing that your dreams could be shattered, not because of your skills, but because of something you can't control. For Messi and his family, it was a harsh blow. The treatment he needed involved daily hormone injections and cost over $1,500 a month, a fortune for a working-class family in Argentina. This was a moment of crisis. Would Messi have to give up on his dreams? But even in the darkest times, there was a light. His grandmother, Celia. She refused to let Messi give up. She continued to cheer him on, reminding him that he was destined for greatness. "One day, you'll be the best player in the world," she would say. Celia's words became a source of strength for Messi. She was the one who pushed him to keep going, no matter the odds. Unfortunately, just when Messi needed her the most, tragedy struck again. Celia passed away suddenly when Messi was just 10 years old. Losing her was like losing his biggest cheerleader, his source of strength. The woman who believed in him more than anyone was gone, but Messi's promise to her was just beginning. Fast forward a few years, and Messi was starting to turn heads at the youth level. But he never forgot the promise he made to Celia. Every time he scored a goal, he would look up, point to the sky, and whisper a silent message. "This one's for you." It became his personal tribute, a way of keeping her memory alive on the field. What many fans don't realize is that every goal celebration is a conversation between Messi and his late grandmother. It's not just about the score. It's about honoring the person who believed in him when no one else did. But the story doesn't end here. How did Messi go from being a small boy with a dream to playing for one of the biggest clubs in the world? That's where things take an unexpected turn. By the time Messi was 13, it seemed like his football dreams were slipping away. His family couldn't afford the costly treatments, and it looked like his career might end before it even began. But then, a miracle happened. FC Barcelona, one of the biggest clubs in the world, came knocking. They offered young Messi a spot at their prestigious La Masia Academy, with one condition: they would cover the cost of his hormone treatments. Imagine being a shy, introverted teenager, leaving everything behind to move to a new country. It wasn't easy for Messi, but he had a promise to keep. Every time he stepped onto the pitch, he was reminded of Celia's words. And with each goal he scored, he would look up, point to the sky, and say, "Thank you, Abuela." But even with Barcelona's support, Messi's journey wasn't without controversy. In 2021, the football world was rocked when Messi announced he was leaving Barcelona after more than 20 years with the club. Due to financial troubles, the club couldn't renew his contract. Fans were devastated, and Messi himself was heartbroken. At the press conference, he couldn't hold back tears. It was the end of an era. But when Messi joined Paris Saint-Germain, he didn't let the change shake him. In his very first match with PSG, he scored, looked up, and did what he always does: pointed to the sky. Even in a new country, wearing a new jersey, he honored the promise he made to Celia. For years, Messi had one dream that eluded him: a World Cup trophy. After multiple close calls, heartbreaks, and disappointments, Messi finally got his moment in 2022 when Argentina won the World Cup. The world watched as Messi lifted the trophy, tears streaming down his face. But did you notice what he did first? Amidst the celebrations, amidst the sea of fans and teammates, Messi took a moment to look up, point to the sky, and silently thank Celia. This was more than just a victory. It was the fulfillment of a promise he made as a young boy. For Messi, this World Cup win was a message to his grandmother: "We did it." Over the years, Messi's skyward point has become a universal symbol of love, remembrance, and resilience. It has inspired young players around the world to honor their own loved ones who supported them. It's a celebration that goes beyond football, reminding all of us to never forget where we come from and to honor those who believed in us. So, the next time you see Lionel Messi score a goal and point to the sky, remember, it's not just a celebration. It's a message to the person who helped him become the player he is today. It's a tribute to the woman who saw his greatness before anyone else did. And that's why it's truly iconic. If this story moved you, share it with someone who loves football. Don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring stories and hidden secrets from the world of sports. Because as Messi has shown us, sometimes the most beautiful stories are hidden behind the celebrations.